Good morning, happy Monday, and welcome back to Tarot with Kat. I'm Kat. Welcome to my new YouTube channel. Welcome. Thanks for being here, everyone. Listen, before I get started, I want to make an announcement because I really would love to open a new member section. In order to do that, I got to get my first 500 subscribers, and I'm well on my way, but I'm getting a little impatient. So if you'll take a minute right now to click that subscribe button, it costs you nothing. It would really help me, and the first 500 subscribers are going to get a free membership. That means when I open my member area and I offer extended reads and things like that to people who are members, you get that all completely free for being one of the first 500 subscribers. Thank you to the almost 100 of you already who have subscribed in the first month. I appreciate that very much. So do take a second and just hit that little subscribe button below. Thank you so much. All right, so let's talk really quickly about the astrology that's going on right now this week of November 3rd through the 10th. On November 3rd, Mars enters Leo, which is activating a surge of personal ambition, creative expression, and bold self-assertion. Fire signs will feel charged. This is prime time to launch ideas, step into the spotlight, or take decisive action. But with this intensity also comes the potential for burnout or acting too fast. So be careful of that. Ground the fire with thoughtful pacing. So this reading is going to be for Aries, and Aries, your drive is high, really high. Make sure that what you begin this week aligns with what you want to finish later, okay? That is my advice to you. Now let's see what the tarot cards have to say for you, Aries. This is reading for Aries for November 3rd through the 10th. All right. Using the Centennial Smith-Waite deck, if you click more and look at the description of this video, I've put links to all the decks I've used, as well as a lot of other useful information and biblical links to this tarot reading, scriptural links as well. So let's get you here, Aries. There you are. This is you this week, Aries. You are being represented by the devil this week. Major Arcana representing you this week, Aries. Crossing you this week are the Lovers, following what aligns with you. Wow. Crossed by another Major Arcana, the 6th Major Arcana, the Lovers card. Down below you in your subconscious, what you're bringing along with you is a 5 of Cups. In your immediate past, we've got a King of Swords. Crowning you, we have a 7 of Swords. Stepping into the immediate future is a Knight of Pentacles. You and your environment this week are feeling the Ace of Pentacles. The environment itself, oh, we got a bonus pixie card, Lovers and Creativity. It's a beautiful piece of art by the original artist who did the traditional Rider-Waite deck. The art was all done by Pamela Colman Smith, aka Pixie. The Centennial deck includes some bonus art of hers, and every once in a while she likes to pop out and say hello. So there's Pixie in your environment, but also in your environment this week, a 4 of Cups. In what you're afraid of, what you don't want, your hopes and fears, we've got this 3 of Pentacles card, and final outcome, potential outcome, Page of Swords. All right. Now we're going to go over here. I'm going to use my holographic Rider-Waite deck, and we are going to pull a confirmation or clarification card. A lot of times it's just confirmation, what we already said. Sometimes it's further clarification for us. So we will see, and there it is right there. We're going to keep that card hidden until the end of the reading. If at any time your intuition is telling you think what that card might be, drop a comment in the comment section below. All right, Aries, let's talk about you this week. So this week, and here we are, this is your past, present, future, you. This week, you're being represented by this Devil card. So this means, this card represents addictions, things, distractions, self-imposed illusions. It's a card of holding on to illusions or being disillusioned. Anything that pulls you off your right path is the devil. So you're being presented by this week, Aries. So I don't know if this is, you're really coping with maybe falling into some of your old habits, old ways that don't serve you, and perhaps are struggling with that this week. You're being crossed as your obstacle, challenge, or awareness by the Lovers card. So, and Lovers is connection, emotions, relationships, not just romantic relationships, friendships. It is connection. It's a 6, so it's about coming back into balance and establishing relationships after that Hierophant card, which is almost the opposite. It's kind of an imbalance. We're coming back into balance through connection, through that heart connection with others. And so I think why this is crossing you, Aries, I had said for you, it's going to be important to make sure that what you do aligns with what you want later. So here you are, perhaps doing things that don't align. You're this devil and you're being crossed by Lovers. That Lovers is alignment. It's finding those things that align you. So that's making a lot of sense for me with you this week, Aries. You're bringing with you in your subconscious tool shed as part of you this 5 of Cups. And so interesting, you're being crossed with a 6. You're coming with a 5. 5s are off balance. 5s are always a little bit off your game. And so the 5 of Cups has to do with loss and grieving over losses, and maybe grieving over losses too much. So I call it the card of crying over spilt milk. The guy is standing here, he's staring down at the 3 spilled cups, and he doesn't bother to see the 2 full cups behind him. So perhaps you've been coming out of your past, had some times where you tend to focus on your losses. You tend to focus a lot on water that's already under the bridge. That's this card that you're bringing with you. These feelings and emotions can drag you down and lead you to the devil that you're feeling when you focus on that. And the word of advice with this 5 of Cups card is turn around and make a gratitude list of the things that you still got going for you. That's how you turn that energy around. Stepping out of your immediate past, so very end of October, first days of November, is King of Swords. So this could be a particular person, not necessarily male just because it's king, but somebody with King of Swords energy. If it were a person in your life, it would be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, perhaps. But swords are all about thoughts and communication, talking, speech, sharing ideas, logic, reason. So you're coming out of a situation where you've been dealing with someone who's being very rational, very in control, and very in charge of all this, and very structured and rational, reasonable, and communicative, and very clear in their communication. Now, crowning you, though, this week, in your crown, is this 7 of Swords. So this is, I would say, look out, 7's about. It's a card that represents trickery, deception. Be careful of people trying to put one over on you, take credit for things that are rightfully yours, perhaps. This card is in your crown. So I feel like it may be related to this King of Swords in your immediate past. And you have to look out. This is warning you. It's in your crown, so it's warning you to be very, very careful, methodical in what you're dealing with this week with people. Read the fine print. Be careful of signing contracts. Just to make sure you're being cautious and covering all your bases. That's why that's in your crown. You're going to step into, in the immediate future, right around the 10th, approaching mid-November, a Knight of Pentacles. So Pentacles are health, wealth, finances, and Knights are often things happening toward that. So somebody bringing opportunity, message to improve your health, wealth, or finances this week. And again, be very careful, be cautious. If that's going to be coming in, and I feel like you have to be patient and exercise caution. It's the most cautious of all the nights. The horse is standing still. It is progress, and we are doing stuff, but it's doing it in a very measured, methodical way, careful way in your immediate future. You yourself in the environment are feeling the Ace of Pentacles. So I really feel like something is coming your way, opportunity-wise, health, wealth, or finances, because you're going to be feeling this Ace of Pentacles. Like there's some new thing. The aces are a brand new spark of something new, a new creation, new job, new interest you're pursuing, or investment opportunity, something like that. And you're feeling really excited about it this week over this new Pentacles opportunity. The environment itself around you. Okay, so you've got two. You've got the bonus card from Pixie, which to me is like, again, lovers. And it's interesting, you got the lovers crossing you. So, and this to me is like the lovers card also. It's a couple of lovers with flying fish in the sky. And fish in the tarot always represent creativity, whimsy. So you're going to have that in your environment, and you want to pay attention to that. Those lovers are going to be really important for following your heart, following your passion, creating connection. But also with it, you've got the Four of Cups, which is a card of not feeling satisfied with what's being offered. There's a cup being offered to him, and he's like, no, I want more than that. I deserve more than that. And so I feel like in your environment this week, it's going to be handing you things that perhaps you may want to hold out for something better, or, you're going to be feeling like you deserve more this week than what's being offered. Your fear section is this Three of Pentacles. So I think what you fear is regression, going back. I feel like you've really been working at something and you got this new opportunity, but you don't want to go back to being an apprentice, being, just beginning again and having people scrutinize your work and scrutinize you and judge you. That's what this apprentice card is. It's having to kind of retrain yourself, start over again at your skill, whatever it may be. And I feel like you don't want to go back there. You've got this Ace of Pentacles. You got this Four. And you don't want to go back to a Three. I think you want to progress further. And that's why it's in what you don't want here, this section here, your hopes and fears. But in this case, I think it's a fear. I think it's what you don't want is that Three of Pentacles feeling.